Hi, I'm Shanice, and you're watching WBS TV Goldies with my boy, Charlie.
Wanna be your lover, lover. Wanna be your lover.
Back with you on Goldies, and today we are coming to you from the offices of the Great Lakes Safaris, where we're sitting down with the managing director and investor, a tourism investor here in Uganda. And quite amazing shot if you take a look over that side. You're going to do the honors, introduce the young men that we're looking at here.
This one's Jalil, is a friend, his son. They're very good friends. They're the two top brains in their own class at Rainbow.
Oh, really?
They always go to represent their class
Okay.
in competitions. This is my son,
Okay.
Kylan.
How old are they?
Kylan is 7 years and he is 6 years old.
Say hi to the viewers.
Say hi.
Ah, okay.
And Kylan works during holidays. That's why he's here. He works. He said he's worked with me on and off since he was 4 years old, and he's been earning some small money, and he plans for it.
He's on payroll, right?
Yes, he has a bit of years. He's ambitious. He works in the garage. He cleans. He works as an office messenger.
Wow.
And we hope that he gets the working ethics.
Do
Right.
you see him, of course, jumping to your footsteps and becoming what you are today?
So far, he loves tourism. When he was 4, he didn't. He thought he could tell me, my sister will be the one to work with you, Dad. But now he loves what to do. What he does. He's been to almost every national park.
I've been to all the national parks.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
and he knows
which one do you like most?
Queen Elizabeth.
Okay. Let's talk about your you have 2 other children?
Yes, I have two boys, of course, including him,
Okay.
and 1 daughter.
And you are a married man.
Yes.
You've been married for, I read about you've been married for how long?
Almost 10 years now.
Amazing.
Yes.
And your
Happily
wife?
married, yes.
Happily married.
yes.
And your wife, you say she's a stay-at-home mom.
Yes. Before we got married, we agreed. We realized that it doesn't matter how rich you become in life. If you cannot bring up nice children, it's not a good thing. So we said whoever earns more money will continue working, and the one who earns less will stay at home.
Wow.
So we agreed, and I said, okay, my wife agreed to stay home and work at home because it's like a full-time job, these guys.
Okay.
And I really appreciate what she's done. These children are serious, and when I go home, I'm so proud.
So talk to us how you met Kylan's mom.
Well, Kylan's mom came to Uganda as a missionary, and she worked at the Baptist Student Center, where I had volunteered for like almost 4 years, cleaning chairs, making popcorns for university kids at that time, university students at that time. And I used to enjoy it every Friday. It was called TGIF, and I was table tennis. I'm a sportsman. I still played tennis up to today, compete in Uganda Open sometimes, So
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah, so that's how she came. So the time she came in, she became a friend to my cousin. And so they used to come and they used to go out together, and that's how.
And let's say the rest. Goldies on WBS TV, and before we call it a day here on the program, we like to play a little game and end the show on a lighter note. So we come up with something that we call the Goldies hot seat. All we have to do is come up with a series of questions, and all the guest has to do is come up with the quick answer that comes to mind. And a question like this one: Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
What's the one thing you do better than anyone else?
No idea. Probably fast thinking.
Okay.
On tourism issues.
Okay, talk to us about your secret obsession.
Tennis.
I'm actually surprised you love tennis. I did not know that.
I play tennis.
The first 3 things you do in the morning.
Brush my teeth and shower, and then drive off to office.
What's the most ridiculous rumor you've heard about yourself?
I've been too many now trying to be ridiculous. That my Pesa owned private lodge, not me. That the former ED of UA owned private lodge, and it wasn't mine.
And it's all yours.
Yeah.
So what are the 3 words your friends use to describe you?
Too much. Talkative.
Okay.
Fast walking. Happy.
Good.
Jolly.
your biggest purchase recently?
Biggest purchase. The only thing I've purchased recently is a car. I purchased an 90 million car.
What kind of car is that?
It's a Land Cruiser Amazon. I bought it when I was in the UK actually, November.
Where is it?
It's at home. My wife is driving.
Okay.
I'm driving hers.
Okay, so take us back in time and talk to us about your first big paycheck. What was it and what did you spend the money on?
My first big paycheck was a tip from a tourist. $1,500 because the client was so excited of my service. The clients, there were 4 of them, gave me $1,500.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God! How long ago was that?
About 9 or 10 years ago.
What did you do with the money?
I reinvested in the company, Great Lakes.
The last meal you cooked.
No, I've only been making breakfast every Sunday for my family. Not of late, but yes, that's what I do. Me and my son are supposed to be cooking every Sunday, making the breakfast for the family every Sunday.
Okay, so what kind of breakfast do you guys?
So it's always an omelette, a tea, yeah, and stuff like that.
Okay, so they say everyone needs a good cry once in a while.
Yes.
Talk to us about the last time you cried and why.
I've cried quite a number of things. Sometimes it's emotional. Yeah, I think I went to the village and just looked at how much poverty exists there, and I just cried. And I couldn't do anything because I am not, I couldn't give out even the little money I had, at the time. And I emotionally went and cried. It was about a month ago or so.
The best advice you could give to anyone, anywhere?
Best advice is try as much as you can to discover your passion. And your passion is not what you studied.
Okay, your biggest accomplishment so far, what do you say is that?
It's putting up a Ugandan-owned, reputable tourism company. That is my biggest, by God's grace, it's my biggest.
Most embarrassing moment. Then I was look at it.
Well, I think passing gas in a car where were many people. That's
You should see him do He does that a lot, huh? Quite often. Do you consider yourself lucky or blessed?
I am blessed, not lucky. I think God's hand has been in my life clearly in everything that I do, whether I'm advocating for tourism or I am doing my own business. I have seen God's favor in it, and because it's given me favor before man, everywhere I go in this country I have favor, and I think it's because I've had God's blessings in my life. Yes.
Thank you once again. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Great. Any last words to the Ugandans watching you right now across the world?
I think Ugandans, it's very important that we love our country. There's no one that's going to come and develop this country. However many investors we look for, we must take charge of this country by working hard in it. As Ugandans, we must create the opportunities for our fellow Ugandans. No one is going to do it for us. We must do it as Ugandans.
Once again, thank you for availing us the time to sit down with us. Totally appreciate it.
I appreciate your efforts and what you're doing. You're doing a great job for all of us, so it's good for Uganda.
Amazing, and we hope to see you soon during the solar eclipse and
Yes.
many more projects
Yes,
coming ahead.
I will definitely be there.
Great. That's all the time we had for you today. Don't forget, you can find us on Facebook in case you want to get in touch with us for your comments, suggestions, or anything else that's on your mind. And the keyword on Facebook is simply Goldies on WBS TV. That's Goldies on WBS TV. Before we go, quickly, I'd like to thank the gentleman behind the camera there, Fred Lutakome, and of course the sound man here, Bwanika. That's it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. We're going to leave you with our last song. Until next time, keep it locked.